listening to the Cars of Carlisle Network, podcast episode number 121, featuring Nic Ramagosa, President and General Manager of Porsche Mechanicsburg. This is your podcast. Together, it's all about car community, car culture.
Cars of Carlisle is your favorite internationally downloaded podcast about all things automotive. Darren and his CFC team are ever searching for interesting automotive happenings, real stories about real car people, and fun features to inform and entertain you. Each week, the Cars of Carlisle crew brings you show topics ranging from car shows to team adventures to auto racing weekends to behind-the-scenes human interest stories from car nuts that live across town, across the country, or even across the globe. Come join the road trip.
Today, join your CFC team members as we speak with Nic Ramagosa. As President and General Manager of the Porsche Mechanicsburg dealership, Nic will take you on an audio sneak peek tour of their under-construction facility. In the very near future, this state-of-the-art Porsche Center will be beckoning Porsche enthusiasts from all over the Mid-Atlantic. Providing top-notch sales and world-class service, Porsche Mechanicsburg, a division of the Faulkner Automotive Group, is a beacon of excellence. The new Porsche Center will continue delivering exceptional experiences to the Porsche owner community. It's time to journey east on a miracle mile to Porsche Mechanicsburg for an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour with Nic Ramagosa. So, let's get revved up!
Hello and welcome back, Cubers, to your favorite informative automotive podcast. I am your trusted host, Darren, and this is Cars of Carlisle. It's like horsepower for your ears. It's a true honor to have you back with us again this week. By the way, have you subscribed to Cars of Carlisle? If not, you're missing out. Come on, what are you waiting for? By subscribing, you will automatically have the CFC Weekly Podcast queued up and ready to go for you every Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, depending on where you are in the world and which time zone you're downloading your favorite automotive podcast from. But you'll have it there ready for whenever you are set to listen to your weekly automotive journey with us. This week, we are going to spend a little time with our preferred automotive OEM sponsor of this network, and that is Porsche Mechanicsburg. Being a member of Porsche Community is a special thing, and we are proud to be affiliated with the entire team at Porsche Mechanicsburg. In fact, we're really looking forward to the official opening of the brand new, amazing Porsche Center in the early part of 21. Cars of Carlisle plans to be there to cover that exclusive event for you. I believe I saw this while finishing my September 2020 issue of Motor Trend magazine the other day, and there was a line that read along the lines of Porsche is an iconic brand, and certainly that is the case. And speaking of the car brand from Stuttgart, Germany, in a few minutes, as I said, we're going to transport you to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, to the under construction Porsche Center with a private tour by GM Nic Ramagosa. But first, wanted to remind everyone this coming weekend, August 27th to August 30th, is Corvettes at Carlisle. As Carlisle Events website claims, this is, quote, the largest and most fun-filled Corvette event in the world, end quote. Each August at the Carlisle Fairgrounds, you can still feel that spirit, that enthusiasm, that energy of the late, great Chip Miller. So I say come on out and see a sea of fiberglass, and with the fiberglass icons covering all 8 generations of America's sports car. And if you do make a road trip to Central Pennsylvania for the Corvettes at Carlisle event, enjoy the journey and maybe swing by Porsche Mechanicsburg. And if you do road trip to Central Pennsylvania for the Corvettes at Carlisle event, enjoy the journey. That makes me think of the aforementioned September copy of Motor Trend. There was an interview with TV host Josh Gates of Expedition Unknown fame. Really enjoyed many of Josh's sentiments in the Motor Trend interview. He calls himself a, quote, gear enthusiast who loves to drive anything. He also talked about travel and how oftentimes society focuses on the mechanics of the trip, things that go well, not go well, especially the vehicles or modes of conveyance. However, he sees the journey as the important part of the travel, including all the less than perfect aspects like breakdowns, overheating engines, low air pressure. It's about being real, and Spirit Adventure is still alive, it's thriving, and it's just about having fun. So to that I say to all of us, be an explorer, be an adventurer, even if it's a road trip in your favorite vehicle alone or with your favorite people. And I know we're a bit limited under the current world situation with the pandemic, but if you can get out and do it safely, enjoy the drive. All right, let's shift gears to this week's trivia question. And of course, I made it Porsche specific because we are talking with Porsche Mechanicsburg. So here it goes. Porsche headquarters announced that they were developing an electric vehicle, one that would compete with Tesla's offerings. The project car's name for this new, from the ground up, first all-electric Porsche was codename Mission E. The question is this: under what model name did Porsche release this all-electric sedan? The answer awaits at the end of this episode. So we're going to get ready to go now to the walking tour with Nic Ramagosa. Please again understand that we were in a very large building under construction. We were all wearing our PPE, our face masks, to be, again, compliant and safe with all things going on with the COVID-19 situation. So things might be a little bit muffled. You might want to bump up the volume. But we're really proud of having an opportunity to walk you through an audio tour of the new facility, the Porsche Center, and we'll have pictures out on the Cars of Carlisle Instagram. So without further ado, let's talk to Nic Ramagosa. Well, I was going to ask you too, with everything with the pandemic, where do things stand with the Taycan launch? Has that been shelved indefinitely, or
no? Definitely, we're definitely going to relaunch it in 2021.
Okay. All right.
It's just going to depend on how everything transpires after this.
Sure.
Figure this will probably be the safest entry point for you.
Do you think you'll be able to keep the country club as your venue?
No, we're definitely coming here.
Oh, you're going to use this? Okay, now that you have this facility, gotcha. We're in the showroom right now.
No, we're in the service center.
Is this?
This
wow.
looks like it would be a showroom.
I was going to say, with the drywall and this, it's...
That's why I figured we'd start in the showroom and work our way back.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah, this is the actual lifts.
Okay.
It'll be zero entry lift, zero entry alignment rack, so no matter how low the car is, we'll be able to align it.
With splitters and everything, that's so important.
Absolutely. And this is the sort of stride here.
Okay.
So it's probably...
Even the doors are beautiful. I noticed that.
Oh yeah, they're all speed doors.
Okay.
So I mean, fast up, fast down, all glass.
Right. Which helps you with HVAC and everything else.
Mainly our client's time.
That's true too. Yeah, that's your primary.
It's funny. It only takes 30 seconds when you're sitting in front of that door and it's sitting there going. It's like, all right, come on, time is money. Mm-hmm. And especially in Porsche world.
Yes.
So as you can see, this is the showroom. We currently have the skylight they're working on right now. So that whole keyhole, that's gonna be glass.
Nice.
So the glass has been really the only holdup right now. They're having extreme difficulty getting the supplies. Everything else is actually here and ready to be installed.
The office is above us, like this?
Well, it's kind of a mix.
Is it? Okay.
It's kind of a mix. So this is the fitting lounge. So as you know, a very large part of our Porsche clientele order their cars. There's so many a la carte options when it comes to Porsche. Colors, everything like that, inside, outside, deviated stitching, seat belts, the gauges. I have a client right now that just ordered a Turbo S with lizard green gauges. It's going to be so cool. I'm excited to see it. But that's something you can't do in other manufacturers. It's one of the things when you're spending $200,000+ on a vehicle, you want it the way you want it.
Right.
So this whole place will be enclosed in glass, a big 65-inch TV to fully see a little bit more in depth and high def what your vehicle is going to look like. Glass cabinets and everything with all the options, colors, everything like that. So really nice big fitting lounge. Previous, it was just 2 chairs and a computer, so.
Really allows you to create a bespoke product.
Exactly, exactly. So around here you see, this will be where the reception desk is. That big pop out there, that's gonna be the Porsche digital display. That's made up of 16 55-inch TVs. So it's gonna create one picture. So we'll have 24-hour Le Mans viewing parties. We plan on having some Forza racing action. We're actually going to have a area here in the reception desk that we can plug in an Xbox or a PlayStation that we can.
Yes, please, to the 2 aforementioned. I'm a fan of both. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. You see that they're putting in the ceiling right now. This just started this week. They're getting along pretty good with it. The plywood here you see is going to be that same material.
Okay.
So
that's
really, really cool. And you'll basically be able to see it. You can see from down here, what you're looking up there is glass. It's going to be like a glass banister that goes all the way around.
Gotcha.
So you'll be able to see this display from pretty much everywhere.
Right. So when you're up there, it's kind of like an infinity look. It just continues on. There's no obstruction.
And once we get up there, you'll see what we did with the customer experience up there. It's really, really neat. Down here is really just the fitting lounge and cars. The management offices will be down here. And that's the sales office here. I don't know if you had an opportunity to meet Panny, our Porsche brand manager, in the past, but this will be his office.
Yes, I did talk to them. Yep.
And back here, this will be actually the new car delivery area. So pick up new, used, whichever.
One at a time?
Yeah, one at a time.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And everything with us, we want it to be that experience with Porsche. So we actually have a 86-inch TV going in there. That's fully interactive. So it'll say, "Welcome, Darren. Congratulations on your new 2020 Cayenne."
I see.
So forth, and you'll be able to go through the options on your car with your brand ambassador.
Wow.
And really understand your vehicle and a little bit more.
Very customized, like you said. It's the full experience.
Exactly.
I like that.
Then more offices, finance office where the paperwork will be done. That's my office. That's a spare office right now, so we'll see what that gets filled with down the road. And then our restrooms, our service area down there.
Okay.
Obviously the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go around here and then watch the step when we go up the steps.
I think the height of the ceilings makes a big difference on just the feel of everything.
Yeah, definitely the mix, because all Porsche Centers, and one thing I never noticed until we were building one, that overhang where it goes out and the windows are 8 feet on all of them. So it kind of gives it that depth.
Yeah. Yep.
It'll feel up. Definitely watch your step up here. They started laying ceramic tile.
I see that. Yeah.
So and that's our conference room. It's pretty much the only closed off room in the building. Still got some glass here, and then this is all open. This is the actual sales offices.
Okay.
More sales offices here. Lots of information technology. That is our IT room. It's one of the biggest rooms in the building.
I was going to
Because
say.
of it, we have dual air conditioning units in there.
Cool, all the servers. Yeah.
It's going to be really neat. More client restrooms. A couple more desks over here for sales people.
Will there be a lounge area in this?
So that's what we're getting to. Right here is going to be the cafe.
Gotcha.
So that'll be built in right here. And then over here is going to be a parts boutique.
Okay.
Where we're going to have Porsche design, tech equipment, motorsports. We have 3 displays downstairs. Then this one up here.
Okay.
Nice little, have some watches.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Umbrellas or whatever it might be. So.
Yeah, all the goodies. Porsche has a lot of goodies. So this is the lounge. The reason why it stops here, this will be carpet. So it'll be a glass wall here.
They can watch service being done on their vehicle, correct?
This entire wall is glass.
I see.
So
Nice.
when we build a shop that is as nice as most showrooms, definitely want to show it off.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that was one of the reasons why the 3 big glass windows across the front here, that was kind of an after design. We're doing all these other viewing angles of our amazing shop. We're going to have Porsche Motorsports, huge pictures going across there. And then again, we have a lot of cool cars in here too, especially a lot of our clients have GT2s, GT3s, GT4s.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to show off.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have 2 quiet workspaces here that'll be enclosed in glass. That's what this area is. Big old TV over there, of course. Lots of TVs. It's kind of the theme of this.
And I think this gives your technicians an opportunity to they can be proud of the fact that they're being observed and they're working in this amazing environment, and it's really their expertise is on display essentially.
Exactly. And when our mechanics, we have 2 gold master mechanics, 1 bronze. It's on his way to silver. He's just about to take the test. So probably within 2 years he'll be gold. That's as high as it goes in Porsche world. So these guys have PhDs in Porsche.
Wow, that's significant. They do a lot of their training abroad, or they do it digitally, or?
It's kind of a mix. Right now everything's digital,
Sure.
but they go to California, they go to Exton, Pennsylvania. There's a Porsche Center. They go to Atlanta.
Okay.
So fortunately they don't get to go to Germany for it, but
Okay.
Porsche brought a lot of its training stateside. So back here, this is the employee lounge, cafeteria, break room. There'll be, kitchenette and
Okay. Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
What's
here.
interesting about the Porsche Center too is it's rarely do you go into an OEM dealership and it's not single level. To me, this is intriguing in the sense that it's stacked and much of the experience for the customer is on the second level.
Yeah, and most of it, and it was designed that way, so it kind of gives them a feel that's a little bit more grand. you know, and you get to see everything out, especially with how close we are, the proximity of the Carlisle Pike. It's just the whole experience can be really, really nice. And we're set back here in the woods behind us. This is the locker rooms for our technicians and other employees. Careful of these wires here. They're not exposed or anything, but right now we're still on temporary power. See, the building's going to have 3 100-amp chargers and then 1 DC charger that will be able to charge a Taycan in 15 minutes.
That says a lot.
So,
still my favorite Porsche.
Taycan?
It really is up there. I mean, GT2, of course, but I mean, just the Taycan after having driven it, it's never forget it.
All that electrical comes in here. That is a massive electrical panel. That center there is for our chargers alone.
Okay.
So that's a breaker for each of the chargers.
Wow. Now we have the in-floor pads, the charging pads.
No.
No. Okay. I don't know if it'll just be plug into the wall. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So we'll have 1 in here, 1 in the delivery area, and 3 outside.
Okay.
So
impressive facility, Nick.
flooring will all be ceramic throughout this whole.
Even in the work base.
Absolutely. This everything you see. That's why there's this little lip here that you're looking at in the drain.
Yeah, very high end.
So even these are the lights. Believe it or not, they don't really look like lights, but they shine.
Do they shine upwards, or are they direct?
No, I believe they shine down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're very sleek and slim. It's very modern looking.
Back here. This is data, but no fears there. So one of the things that we had to kind of design the whole area around, speaking of Taycan, was the battery packs, because Porsche plans on going to be 25 to 50% electric vehicles by 2025.
Okay.
So we had to design the building kind of bringing in batteries and taking batteries out. So the whole initial design of our parts department, our work center, this room is where the special tools for Porsches will be, and this is where they'll actually do teardowns.
Okay.
So they'll have a big workbench and carts that they'll do the engine teardowns, transmission teardowns, all that kind of stuff. Kind of back here,
here.
out kind of outside the normal view.
Sure.
So we designed to have 10-foot doors all around for when these batteries get uncrated. So, and that's what this flat bay, we have no lift in this bay solely so they can unpack a battery.
I see. Foresight required.
So this is the parts area. One of the other things that we're really kind of happy and proud to have is we have a REMstar being installed. And what that is a giant machine that will house about 60% of our parts. So, and that's what this cutout is that you see here.
So vertically held?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep. It's
Wow.
pretty much floor to ceiling, and it has trays in it. So when the parts personnel press the button that they're looking for, this oil filter, this gasket, this whatever,
That's impressive.
comes down, drawer comes out, lights up, shows where it is. Think about the time that saves both him, the technician,
That's right.
ultimately the customer.
That's right.
Not fishing around looking for parts.
Parts picking can take time.
Absolutely.
So this is impressive.
Wow.
I've never seen that in a facility like this.
Upstairs, we have about 2,000 square feet of part storage up there. We're going to have a full room dedicated to holding our clients' winter and summer tires that purchase those tires from us. That's one thing that a lot of our clients are constantly trying to figure out whose truck can they borrow to bring in their tires for their annual swaps. So
Yeah, you get a 20-inch rimmed
swap.
up. It's not a small thing to move around. So.
No, especially with the 911 tires that can be 15, 16 inches wide.
Right.
Well,
It's a lot of meat.
the one area we already walked through, this is going to be our reconditioning center back here.
Wow.
We'll have the doors up there for large parts that we need to bring up.
Okay.
pulley system and everything else. This is where we'll detail the vehicles. And about another month, when 2 months when all the cabinetry comes in, we have all matching, black cabinetry throughout. A lot of bays you go into, a lot of service centers you go into. The technicians all have their own individual toolbox, which is awesome, and they make a huge investment in those. But it just doesn't look.
This new uniformity.
Exactly. So that's one thing. All of our toolboxes, everything's completely identical. And
Gotcha.
I'll actually house all the equipment for the lifts, their phones, everything's all built into these. So it's one-stop shopping for them. Again, more time saving.
That's it. Efficiency.
So last one, we're going to have a very large car wash.
Oh, wow.
That's what this whole area is here. Again, speed doors. We do have a lot of clients that request that the vehicle not be run through the car wash, so that they want them hand washed, which is absolutely not a problem. So what we did to make our reconditioning staff's job a little bit easier, we actually have a power washer on the front here and on the back side. So inside they'll be able to hand wash 2 cars simultaneously without running the car wash.
Gotcha.
So, and then there's going to be heated pad on the outside, so that's another concern with Porsches. Rear-wheel drive, a lot of them. Coming out of the car wash can get a little squirrely, so we put a heated pad out there so we never have to worry about the ice freezing up.
Makes a lot of sense.
That's basically our facility.
Impressive, Nick.
What do you think?
I gotta say, it's fabulous. I mean, it really is. It has the feel of almost an office building that happens to be a Porsche Center. It's so high end and area, and I love modern architecture. So obviously this has so much of that, and I like the glass notch in the main area there above the 16 displays, and that really every inch of the building is incredible.
Thank you.
I can see why you're extremely proud of it.
We are. We tend to have a kind of a soft grand opening in November because obviously we don't know what's happening. But April we're going to do our formal grand opening, which you folks will be more than happy to have you for. So.
Love to be part of that.
And then the Taycan launch, we're not sure exactly when it will happen, but they'll all be around probably the same time, probably that March, April time frame.
We will be part of getting the word out for you. That's outstanding. Yeah, this is great. Thank you so very much. So we'll have some pictures out on Instagram so that people can see a lot of what we talk about and put the visual with the audio. So that'll help a lot.
Incredible.
Well, thank you so much, Nick. This has been a great visit. Thank you for the tour.
Thank you.
We are back to Carlisle and here in Studio A. On behalf of the entire team at Cars of Carlisle, we hope you enjoyed this week's interview. And let's swing over now to handle the trivia answer. Well, the question, just to remind you, was about in August 2018, how Porsche headquarters had announced an all-electric vehicle was going to be released, and the code name was Mission E. But the question I posed was, under what model name did Porsche then release this all-electric sedan? And the answer is this. The Mission E vehicle was released in December 2019 as the Taycan, which means leaping horse. I personally have driven this car, and it is incredible. One of my absolute favorite cars, and I am a gearhead that loves loud and just all-American muscle and what have you, but this car is an experience. The Taycan is an EV vehicle. It has staggering power. Some stats, 750 horsepower or 560 kilowatts, has a top track speed of 161 miles per hour, and with launch control engaged, it has an extraordinary 0 to 60 time of 2.6 seconds. So that is this week's answer. Mission E was then released as the Taycan. My friends, we have reached the end of this week's episode and our journey and a road trip of sorts. Today, could you do us a solid? If you wouldn't mind and you feel we deserve it, please rate and review. Give us 5 stars if you feel we deserve it. Positive review helps incredibly. Subscribe if you haven't, as we mentioned earlier in the show, and continue to share with all of your car friends, family, colleagues, and car club members, you name it. We are excited to keep growing this community. The more we can do that, the greater we can provide you with the very best in content. So I wanted just to say again, personally, thank you so much for coming back and being a part of this family, being a part of the Cars of Carlisle community. It means everything to us, and we just want to keep doing the very best with all that we deliver to you. So, because together, it's all about car community, car culture. I will end by saying, my friends, drive well, be well, take care.